I don't know if you listen to the news today. I've been telling you for more than 20 years, if somebody asks you, who is the biggest enemy of the Jewish nation? The biggest. Some of you would say Hamas. Some of you would say Hezbollah, Jihad, anti-Semites of Europe. There's a lot of enemies. But the answer is the biggest enemy we ever had that caused the biggest damage to the nation of Israel is the Israeli Supreme Court. No one more evil than them, and no one is more wicked than them. It's 15 evil, wicked judges that hate God very much, hate Torah, hate religion. Everything that God hates, they love, and everything he loves, they hate. There's no other way to define these characters. Today, they officially kidnapped Israel from the 10 million Israelis that lives in Israel. Officially. That's it. It's now become a dictatorship. They took over Israel. It's a coup. It's a revolution. That's it. They passed a law today that they can make any law they want. They overcome the Constitution. It's based on their logic. That's it. From now on, every one of these evil, rotten, imach shimam, these judges, they can say, it's lo savir be'enai. It's not logical in my eyes. I overrule this law. I dismiss this law. I cancel this law. I do whatever I want. Every one of them. So from now on, there's no point of making an election in Israel. It's a waste of time to vote. No point of voting. Until now, they did whatever they wanted in Israel for the last 40 years. But now they made it official law. That's the official law now. That from now on, they decide whatever they want, regardless of what's written in a constitution. They can cancel chukei yesod, meaning they can actually cancel laws of the constitution based on what they feel. And of course, they always take the side which is against the religion. They always take the side that is against the Torah, against God. They're always pro-gays. Just a few days ago, they passed a law that the gays can adopt kids, which is a disaster for those kids. Sodom and Gomorrah laws, they causing so many of our soldiers to die, because when Hashem see that the people of Israel do not protest against these 15 evil, wicked people and let them do whatever they want, and everyone sits at home and do nothing about it, we're going to die for it. It's no joke. Hundreds and thousands of Israelis are going to die because of this Supreme Court, as in addition to all those thousands who already died because of them. They are the reason that people are dying. They turned Israel to a sodomized country. So this is the bad news. A few days ago, the head of the Hezbollah, Nasrallah Imach Shimo, gave a speech. What does he say in the speech? Well, exactly what I've been telling you for 20 years, more than 20 years. He says, we are lucky, he says, Nasrallah, we are lucky that our enemies, the Israelis, are so dumb. We are lucky that they are so dumb. Their media is doing the job for us. They're making the people of Israel weak. They destroy their mental level. They do the job for us. We are lucky that we deal with such stupid enemies. Of course, it's 100% right. Who destroys us? This media, this lefty liberal media. This is a cancer in the heart of our nation. Cancer that already took off every organ of the body. So basically the government's a bunch of puppets. There's nothing they can do from now on. That's it. Any law they pass, these 15 wicked, evil people, they gather together, dismissed, finished. No point of voting. What's the point of wasting your time? Waiting online. It doesn't matter which government you're going to have. They are the government. It's not an exaggeration what I tell you. As of today, Israel is a dictatorship, officially. It was a dictatorship for the last 40 years, don't get me wrong. It was already. They made up all the rules. But as of today, that became the new law, officially. No one can do anything about it. There's nothing he can do. The government wanted to pass some laws that they have no right to interfere with politics and with war and with religion and with Judaism, things that does not belong in court. But they saw it coming, so they tricked us. They passed a law before that the government is not relevant. Do you understand? So the only solution right now is if 1 million Israelis will come and destroy 100% the Supreme Court, would not leave anything left from it. And then they realize that their end is coming, they will run out of Israel, and that's when you save Israel. And if not, we're only going to become worse and worse until Hashem would leave nothing left from us. Because this is what's happened. When Hashem sees that the people don't care, why should he care? Someone doesn't want to help himself. You should help someone who doesn't want to help himself. If someone is sick, and the doctor is offering him a free treatment, just get to my office. I'll take care of you. I'll make an operation. I'll clean what needs to be cleaned. And he doesn't want to come. No. He's too lazy to travel to the doctor's office. Who's to blame? The doctor or the stupid patients? The stupid patient doesn't come. Why should the doctor care? What, the doctor has to go to his house? No. Same thing over here. Hashem see the people indifferent. They call. They hate the situation, but they do nothing about it. You see, in an Arab country, you have 2 million people in the middle of the blowing up the country right now. Nobody will allow such thing in every normal country. But it is what it is. One good thing happened also today, after getting such a horrible news, that finally the Israeli government decided that no more Palestinians will work in Israel. They're going to bring tens of thousands of Indian workers and Chinese and from Sri Lanka, from about 5 or 6 countries. So Israel from now on will be like Dubai. You know, when you go to Dubai, every worker is almost an Indian, I don't know, some Chinese maybe. This is how Israel is going to be. I'm not so happy about it, even though I gave this idea to some of the people in the government that it must be done. Believe it or not, the secular people of the government agree with me. The one who went behind my back trying to make it not happen is the Sephardi religious party, Shas. They have 2 to 3 mandats, 2 to 3 votes they get from the Arabs. The Arabs vote for Shas. They make deals with them. We will take care of your Arab villages, we will take care of your religion, we will defend your religion in order for you to vote for us. We will help you, we'll get you all kinds of budgets. This is politics. They know they want to slaughter us. They know they declare they won't rest until they kill us all, but they don't care. They would make deals with them under the table to get 2 to 3 seats in the Knesset. Why? The more people you have sitting in the government, the more money you get from the budget, the annual budget of the government. It's very good politics. So I said that to one of the ministers over there. I told him, I have someone that can get you right away 30,000 Indian workers. This I told him almost 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago. In the meantime, all the buildings in Israel are all frozen. Nothing has been built for 2 months. We lost billions of dollars already in the last 2 months. So I told him, in one phone call, I can arrange for you 30,000 Indian workers for 1,000 shekel a month. It's less than $300 a month. Arabs charge it for 2 days. Arab worker in construction, he charge between 500 to 800 shekel a day. They work from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's it. An Indian worker will work for you in buildings from morning to night the entire month for less than $300. That's what they pay them in Dubai, 1,000 shekel. An hour later, I hear on the news, anyone who say that we should get rid of the Arab workers is nothing but a racist. An hour later, after I spoke to him on the phone, instead of telling me, yeah, of course, they're killing us. They're spying on us. They gave all the information to the Hamas because the Hamas came with a list of every house. They knew the owner of every house. They knew how many bedrooms there are there. They knew about the security system. They knew where the laptops are, where the safes are. They stole confidential information from a lot of army officers. They knew in each building, in each house, what important, sensitive information there is to steal about Israel, about the army, about who knows what else. Who knows what else they got. Remember, this is people, generals from the army. A lot of them are lefties that live in those kibbutzim. Big generals. Could be spies, could be Mossad agents, people that work with the CIA. Who knows what information they got. All the information they got from the Arab workers. They're all part of the Hamas. Who are these Arab workers that come from Gaza to work? They're any different? They're no different. So instead of telling me, of course, we can never afford to let them in. They're killing us. What's the point? They're going to come to work in our house and the next day they'll slaughter our children? What does he do? Run to the media and say it's nothing but racism. Why it's racism? We care about the race? When we say we don't want Arab workers, it's because they are Arabs? No, it's because they're murdering us. If tomorrow the Indians that will come will also start murdering us, we will speak against the Indians. And if it will be the Chinese that murder us, we'll speak against the Chinese. It's nothing personal against Arabs. It's just, you want to murder us or you want to let us live? You want to let us live, we'll give you parnasah, you make a living. You want us dead, we don't want you in our homes. What does it have to do with racism? But it is what it is. Okay, so now I guess they didn't have a choice because so many of the people in the government do not want to let them in. Why? Because the people don't want them in. The builders say, I'm not taking them, I'm sorry. They saw that for 2 months nothing is happening. The builders are not agreeing to accept Palestinian workers, and their government lose fortune. Because remember, every building that they finish, they sell apartments. Every apartment, they make between 6 and 10% on every apartment that is sold. Do you understand? If you buy a $2 million apartment, the government will get $200,000 in the closing. It's not like here. Here, I think it's much less. It's very, very expensive. If you are not an Israeli citizen, you pay 10%, mas kniya. If you are an Israeli and it's your first apartment, you pay 6%. If it's second apartment, you already own one, and you buy another one for investment, 8%. And if you're not an Israeli citizen, you pay 10%. 10%. Some Americans, they wanted to buy apartments. They don't want to pay 10%. Especially the Americans, they buy expensive apartments in Jerusalem, in Mamila. It can be $10 million. $10 million, you have to pay $2 million when you buy the house to the government, $2 million. What do? They make their kids Israeli citizen. Every Jew can become a citizen. But there is a contradiction here. Why? Because when Americans want to become Israeli citizen, they give them hell if they are religious. If they are secular, immediately, within 3 months, they make them citizen. But if they see that they are religious, they don't want religious people to make aliyah. So they give them a lot of problems. Who's your mother? How do we know she's Jewish? Stop. They care about Jewish. They bring goyim non-stop every day.